The Critter Life Cycle by Jessica Luera and Christian Page.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm scientist number one. I received these little critters one day as an experiment. I wasn't sure what I wanted to conduct, so I observed them until I was ready to make a decision. They are 3/4 of an inch and are currently living in oats with a sliced apple that was suggested by my professor. Before I could start my first experiment, one of my critters died. Suddenly, I had an idea for my first experiment. I wondered if my critter would enjoy other fruits, so I replaced the apple with other fruits. Here you can see that the critters really liked the pear. I even added a raspberry, a blueberry, and a grape. After experiment 1, my critter turned into a people that wiggled a lot. Here you can see the eyes and the shell it came out of. Before experiment 2, something cool happened. My pupa turned into a beetle. I started to wonder if my critters were thirsty. That's when I got my next idea for experiment 2. I wanted to see if my critters could swim. I placed a rock into a cup and filled it with water. Then I put the critter on top. After the water, I thought he was dead. But he's good. Here's my critters through their transformation. You see 2 dead critters, a critter in which the way was given to me, a beetle, and a pupa. Today I noticed the color of my beetle got darker. Experiment 3, I figured it was time for him to make a new friend. Here I got a container and placed a June bug and my critter, which is now a beetle, into this plastic bowl. Hi, I'm Christian, and I'm scientist number 2. Are my 3 critters, slow, medium, and fast. Just like scientist number 1, I wasn't sure what kind of experiment I was going to do. I gave my critter a sweet potato instead of an apple or a potato. I wondered if this would be harmful, so I asked my professor. He said it would be okay, and it actually could be my first experiment. For my experiment number 1, I will be testing out a sweet potato to see if they actually like it. Here you can see one of the critters moving under the oats, but not towards the potato. I didn't find any of the critters next to the sweet potato. It could have been because of the mold. So I went ahead and cleaned it out. I finally ran out of the sweet potato, so I was able to give my critters a regular potato. After a few hours had passed, I began to see the critters moving under the oats to get closer and closer to the potato. This was very interesting. Experiment number 2, I decided to place my critters into a cooler environment. Here are the critters after the fridge. As you can see, they are moving a lot slower.
She's doing her work, honey. She's a scientist. Finally, I have a beetle. And it changed. The last critter died as a pupa, leaving me with only 2 beetles left.
Experiment number 3. I'm going to change the environment. Here you can see that the critters seem to be doing okay in their new environment. Sadly, about 3 weeks later, both of my beetles died.